That's right.
Deep breath.
Now I gotta remember what I'm saying. Okay. You're good.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Hi, I'm Kimberly Kolb-Aiken, the sales and marketing arm of Class3Only.com. We're a small company that specializes in investment-grade collectible machine guns. There's 3 reasons that I'm in an amazing industry, the firearm industry. The first one is each one of you is capable physically of being a world-class shooter. See, shooting is blind. It doesn't see male and female and black and white and short and tall and fat and skinny. We're all capable in this room of being a successful shooter. What an awesome sport is that? That's the number 1 reason. Number 2 reason is we're always looking for tools to get into a very present state as leaders of companies. And in pistol shooting, that's what we practice, is achieving and maintaining a deep meditative state. Great yoga masters tell us to get in a still and stable position. They tell us to do deep belly breathing and focus on a single point of light. Well, that's your shooting position. That's your stance, your breath control, and your single point of light is between your rear and front side. See? So that is your deep meditative state. You're reset and ready to go after you've had an episode of shooting. And number 3, the most practical reason I love the firearms industry, guys, is because there's money in it. So financial advisors now recommend 5-10% of your portfolio to be in collectibles. Well, firearms are in that top 10 list. Let me give you an example. This is my little baby. She was born in 1970. She is unloaded. She doesn't have a magazine in it. She's a Colt, 1911 gold cup match. And she in 1970 she was worth $300. And she's been to ranges, and she's been shot for practice, and shot for matches, and she's been sold and resold across the country. And today she's worth $1,200. So that's 400% increase in value. And why I say that is, unlike other collectibles, she hasn't spent time in a safe or on a wall. She's been enjoyed by her investor. If you don't want a gun in your house, and that's perfectly fine, then you can invest in gun companies. Wednesday, Forbes magazine said Smith & Wesson stopped taking orders because they had so much business. And since 2008, Smith & Wesson stock went up 450%. So that's why I love the firearm industry, and I hope you will too. Thanks.
So any questions? Did you tell them why you got into the firearms?
No, I didn't. That wasn't my
did not
assignment, was it?
No, I'm just
Good.
asking. People might be curious as to why a long blonde-haired tall woman, beautiful woman, got into firearms. So.
Well, it's part of the first reason. It's one of those sports where I could do with my dad. My mom actually was in shooting, and it was a fun, safe environment in which to go. And at age 12, I learned to shoot, and then at 15 or 16, I started to compete. So that's how I got into guns and became an athlete. I was a swimmer, but you know, you got to be something special. You got to be born tall to be basketball. You know, you've got to have these physical attributes, and I just fell short. So that's why I became a pistol shooter.
Yeah, but how far did you get in shooting?
Oh, well, that's not true. I did okay, and it was fun. I mean, I went to the All-Army Pistol Team for 5 years, and got 8 national records, and this was my crowning achievement, was to appear in the pages of Sports Illustrated. So that was really neat.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Michael Jordan's edition. And then this is one of my targets. This is a 98, but this is slow fire. So this is at 50 yards with one hand. So I didn't have a two-handed hold. And this is a 22. But this is a 50-yard standard pistol target. So I'm standing there at 50 yards away doing that. And so I shot a 98, and that's not too bad for a girl.
For a girl.
And so now I sell machine guns, and I didn't talk about it in the presentation, but as of 1986, there are no more machine guns to be had. Like 1986, if you didn't legally register your machine gun, then you have to deactivate it or destroy it. So what we're dealing with the machine gun business is a limited supply, and it can only go down. And of course, demand only goes up. So it's interesting and fun industry.
Great job, you look good.
Buy a machine gun?
Huh?
Can you still buy machine guns?
Yes, you can. If you can qualify to buy a gun, the ATF checks, the background checks, yes, you can in Virginia. Not in some states, but in Virginia.
But they're not fully automatic unless you manipulate.
Huh?
They won't be fully automatic unless you manipulate it.
No, they're all fully automatic guns. The ones before 1986. Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the new ones though. If you were to go
Right,
buy-
but that's only for law enforcement, military. You and I can't own those.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Great job.